Welcome to the fishing report for our wonderful Hot Springs Lakes guys. Here I am today on Lake Hamilton. Just got done with an on-the-water lesson. I did 2 out here yesterday, and I was at Washaw Monday, and I've not done my report video in the last 3 weeks. I typically do them every 2, but I took a week off from the lakes, and I went and had some fun, as I'll talk about. Went to some other smaller lakes and had a blast. But guys, what I'm gonna do here is give a fishing report for Lake Degray, Ouachita, Hamilton, to try to help you guys out on the upcoming 2 to 3 weeks. I'm going to post 2 of these a month. I've been doing every 2 weeks, but I'm just going to kind of do it every 2 weeks through the summer and the early fall segment, guys. Appreciate you guys for watching. Leave me any comments, questions down below. I appreciate all the messages I get from you guys on how y'all are catching them. And I always want to just tell people how y'all are catching them, but I just kind of use it as a guidance, okay? But guys, like I said, I'm going to do this time Degray first, and then I'm gonna go Ouachita, then Hamilton. I've been on Ouachita the most, but now leading up, I'm about to be on Hamilton a lot. Like I said, I was out here 11 hours yesterday, already 4 hours this morning. I'm gonna be on it again. I got a lot of trips coming up on Hamilton as I enjoy fishing this lake as it starts getting hot. But guys, before we get into it, the weather has been a factor. The weather, but in the last 3 weeks, we had a lot of rain, our lakes came up, they're kind of coming back down. This place is still not right. We're starting to see some of them fish get on ledges and setting up to where they were setting up, like guys, at the end of last year, like last year, they were already like, it's just crazy how different it is. But they're getting on places now that I saw them last year in like mid-May. And it's just, we're behind right now. I'm still catching post-spawn fish on this lake, by the way. But guys, before we get into it, I have companies and partners that are with me, and I cannot do this without them, so I'm gonna share them throughout this video. First one's gonna be Futrell Marine, right now the Icon exclusive dealer in Arkansas. I'm right now in the VLX20. Man, I love this boat, and the people that have fished with me can tell we enjoy it. The biggest thing is not just the safety of the boat, but how we fish. We fish comfortably, okay, guys? I've mentioned, I know people ask how fast it goes. We got in this one to 72, and it's probably about 70 now as the water's gotten in the high 80s, or we're seeing it, they're finally getting hot. But it's not the fastest boat. It has a very fast hole shot. But the biggest thing is the quality built of this boat, the storage. But my favorite thing is the fishability. It is, for me right now, the best fishing boat, fishing wise, you're going to be on, okay? As it's just how it stabilizes up here, all the room. You can look at the live scope screen, but how it fishes is what I've been impressed with. So guys, okay guys, first we're going to talk about Degray. And as I mentioned, I've not been on Degray at all compared to these other lakes. I've been on Washaw the most, Hamilton, but I get word and reports, and I fish Degray a lot. So I'm just gonna try to help you guys out. But the thermocline right now, as I'm coming in here, is at 15 foot, 25 foot. Fish are scattered. There's still a lot of fish shallow. There's fish on the, I've been told, inside edge of grass, outside edge of grass. I've had a lot of people tell me it's really tough right now. Really tough out there. But let me tell you what I've also been hearing. I've heard a couple guys say they've been having a good time and catching them really well. The largemouth are in the grass. And if you can find that right section of grass, they're in it. And I know there's going to be some in brush piles in that 20 foot range, you know, above that thermocline. And there's going to be, you know, the fish breaking are going to be mostly your spots. But if you can find that right stretch of grass, guys, they're in it. How are you going to catch them? A big worm is going to be the first thing. It's summer, big worm. Then you're going to throw your fluke. Try that fluke. You can try top bars depending where that grass is at. Right now, if their lake's up a little bit, there's some separation of the grass and the water. Like I said, but you can pull them out with walking baits still. Zara spooks, those type of baits. And then I know one thing I've done there a little bit, but I mean the crankbait's gonna be more as it gets kind of later, they get kind of out there. But they're not just, they're kind of scattered though, still is what I've been hearing. I know Trent Owens, who's with the Futrell Marine team, has won 2 the night tournaments out there on the Saturday nights. He's caught a 9-pounder one of the tournaments. I hadn't kept up with the other ones. I've heard one night there might have been one limit and the guy had a double digit or 11-pounder. But it's been tough. It has been really, really, really tough. So guys, just, if I'm fishing Degray, I like the lower end, but I'd probably try to stay in that mid-lake region, okay? And I'm gonna be not just looking at the main lake areas, your points, your humps, but I'm gonna also be going in the back of the creeks, because there's still, I think, a lot of those largemouth live in the back of the creeks, and they're back there not just eating bait fish, they're eating brim and crawfish, because those hybrids are out there eating the bait fish. So guys, don't forget the back half of creeks, and I'm gonna talk about that with Ouachita as we get into it. Now, as we get into the fishing report, I'm gonna give you guys detailed, base information that will help you out, but if you want more information or more help on catching bass offshore, or what you're even looking at on a map, guys, what I'm starting to do is map breakdowns where I'm doing a sonar video recording of where I'm fishing and why during my on the water lessons and my guide trips. I'm doing this to help you out of understanding how to become better as an offshore angler, how to find fish where you're looking, or if you're just curious of, hey, where's Jimmy fishing? Because That's something I've had people request, and I sent them some videos and they liked it. So now I'm letting it out to you guys. I've got a lot of people out of the state watching it because they're wanting to learn and just kind of go through the process. I got a few in-state. My in-state spots are going to be limited. If you're interested, send me a message on my Jimmy Easterling Fishing Facebook page. 2 videos a month that are 15 to 30 minute breakdowns, and they're going to be $30, okay? For 1 month, $30. You don't got to sign up for a year. You can just do 1 month if you want, or if you want to do 6 months. Now, as we get into the tournament season, they're going to go up. That price is going to go up. So if you lock it in now, you lock it in now. Just a heads up. Before we get into the Hamilton segment, guys, I'm going to let y'all know about RentSalineCounty.com. If you know somebody looking for a rental home, this right here is a website that makes it easy to find and search for what you're looking for if it fits your needs. I know when I moved to Benton, Arkansas, back in coach in 2016-17, I didn't know of this source, or I didn't have a source to find a rental home. And this is right here is something that if you know somebody, keep it in mind, share it to them, guys. And like I said, it's going to be the Haskell area, Benton area, Bryant area. And like I said, if you know someone coming in with a Buc-ee's, we're about to have a Buc-ee's. If they need a rental home and can't get ready to get that mortgage or get everything ready they don't want to buy, this right here is a credible source that can find potentially if it fits your needs of what you're looking for. And also, guys, I want to say thank you to BJ Stump Remove for being a part of the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. If you know someone recently with a tree falling, or if there's a stump that's kind of in the way and you're starting to see them roots, you don't want them roots to get into your house foundation or your parking lot, or if you have a shop, guys, BJ Stump Removal is the man to call. He's located in South Arkansas, but he'll also come up here to the central part of the state to do business. But guys, thank you, BJ, for being a part of the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. Okay, guys, so Hamilton's been weird. Caught him a day on a minnow. We've caught them on walking baits, caught them on a jig. We've caught them on flukes. It kind of depends on what you're out here on the day. Worm, we had a big worm day. It really, as much as I kind of was out here and I took a break off that week and I went and had some fun on some other lakes and then I came back, it's really, every 4 hours it's kind of changing. And that's one thing with the summer that's interesting is your bait selection. Don't just get stuck on one bait. Like I know a lot of people come with me, do the offshore fishing, they want to learn the minnow, but the summer's a tough time with the minnow. Like they're going to eat it 1 day a week. But like today wasn't that day. So on your baits, go through it. The drop shot, Zara spook, go through the fluke. They're eating that fluke with a hover rig. Jig, I lost one a hair jig today, you know, also. And then I know the top water baits, so just kind of go through them. They're starting to get up on ledges. I've not really found them on the main lake ledges, but they've been in the creeks, like Hot Springs Creek, some other creek past the bridge, I don't know the name. You know, then there's Little Mizorn, but like I'm talking one of those smaller creeks. Here in a minute when I get out in this boat, I'm gonna go up further to the lake and try to find some fish. But they're starting to get on ledges and drops. There are a lot of fish and brush if you find the right brush pile. I've not been targeting the grass lately. And excuse me, there was one grass patch that had them, and we caught those yesterday on a minnow. There you go. They would have ate a big worm. I bet you they would have, but we thought we threw a minnow. I caught some fish on a Nico rig, and Washaw Nico rig's been a players we're gonna get to. So with that, the fish, there are some fish starting to break. Not like it's gonna be here soon though. But guys, there's a lot of bait fish in the lake, and so you can find those areas with the bait, go graft those ledges, and I think what those fish are doing, they're hanging out on them ledges and they're going out and eating the bait and they're going right back. Same thing with the brush piles. If there's brush piles on the lakes, they're hanging out in that brush and they're gonna go out, eat the bait, and then come right back. I've not gone on a crankbait bite here yet. Last year, half of June through July, the crankbait bite was fun, and I've not gotten on that bite yet. So I've been fishing Little Mizorn down, and people that know and come fish with me, I don't fish really above the Bubba's Bridge, Airport Road Bridge in the summer. I know there's a lot of good fishing up there. It's always been inconsistent for me, and I know some people go up there and hammer them, just not me. That's you and some other people. So water staying, I've seen 84 to 88 degree temps at thermocline. Back of creeks is 15 foot. As you get to the main lakes, about 25 to 30 in some sections. So with that, guys, is like I said, and there are flurries, and when it happens, it happens. So just change with the baits. Don't get stuck to just one bait in your hand. And when you find that bait, you'll find the bait. Like I said, I've the last 2 days even, it has switched and switched. And it's been interesting how we've caught post spawners. We've caught some post spawners. The night tournaments out here, Cole Martin, whoever's been, like, and Cole has like 2 or 3 people fishing with him right now. And I know Cole, I've talked to him a couple times. Cole's been hammering them, okay, guys? And I've had some people say, hey, what's he catching them on? I have an idea, but I don't know Cole and fish with Cole. But anyway, good job, Cole. You're kicking butt out here right now. Everybody wants to know. But with the night tournaments I want to get to, he's had some big bags, but the weights have been tough. Typically, you're going to have 3 or 4 bags in that 17 to 20s. and it's just been him. And or maybe someone else too, but I've not seen just a lot of quality, and so that kind of you know, it's like like I said, it's just so far behind. There's just a lot going on, and I know we know they're in here, and so just kind of hang with it. This lake, I think, is gonna, as the water and everything kind of gets through from Ouachita, it's just gonna get better and better, and with the summer heat that we finally have had. With all the rain, hail, and storms we've had lately, if you've not had your roof checked out, go ahead and let SAWCO Roofing Company be the people that check it out. Blue collar, family-owned business that I have known them really, really well. And one thing I know with the roofing industry that I've known some other people had bad experiences with, they felt like they got lied to, and they felt like they didn't really know because they don't know much about roofs. I don't know much about roofs, but there's people, the family behind SAWCO, which Buzz Sawyer is the owner, and it's his family that's involved. They're the people that I would trust on with my roof of my house, okay? And so I'm sharing that with you guys. Thank you, SAWCO Roofing Company, for being a part of the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. Thinking about remodeling your bathroom, let me share with you Bath Planet of Arkansas, located in Hot Springs to the central Arkansas region. Guys, as you're seeing these before and after pictures, man, I know for one thing, this is some wonderful work, but the whole process of remodeling the bathroom is going to be easy with Bath Planet. Chris and his team is there to make the process easy, enjoyable, to give you the best bathroom and the bathroom that's going to fit your budget needs, guys. Okay, guys, Lake Ouachita. Man, we had a blast out there Monday, and we had some good trips out there. I've had some good trips out there this month, or the last 3 weeks. I did go out one day by myself just to try to find some more fish and kind of get on some different kind of stuff. And man, it depends where you're fishing. As it gets hotter like it finally has right now, and like I said, the lake was up 3 feet during the last 3 weeks, and it's kind of coming back down. I started seeing water temps in 88, about 85 to 86. I mean, it got hot quick. And the thermocline's going to be set up different on different parts of the lake. But guys, so I normally like to fish clear water. Winter, fall, if people that fish with me know I'm a clear water guy. But as it starts getting this hot, man, it's hard to catch them in the clear water all day. So for me, I really like to go to the west end of the lake. And Monday I went to the west end of the lake. We're down there in Twin Creeks. And man, we had a blast. Caught them on big plugs. I'm talking 10XD style crankbaits. Caught them on the minnow, Nico rig. That day they didn't want a hair jig. They did not want a flutter spoon, but I went through that as well. Because you guys have known in May I had 2 days out there with the flutter spoon. So when I was on the east end of the lake in the clear water, what I was looking for was trees, and off main lake points, channel points, there'd be spotted bass conjugated in them. You find a couple trees with largemouth, as I did find some. I was starting to catch them with big worms and Nico rigs. The minnow wasn't a player, because I know a lot of people want to do the minnow. Earlier you can pull them out with top waters, but it was just throwing that worm in there, fishing the worm like you would, and that's just that, and that's something that, like, I mean, there's been a lot of money wanting doing that. And with live scope, you could see them with that Nico rig. They come out there and hit it, or it just kind of goes down there and you fish it. Now on that western lake, man, I'm trying to find big schools of fish, and there's some fish and brush we caught, but we did find one of those big schools Monday, and I mean, dude, there's 100 fish in it. It's crazy. It was fun. My man Reed Prescott, Coach Prescott of the Bryant High School fishing team, good friend of mine, not been in the boat together in a long time. We went out there, found him, had a blast. It's not going to be a video on my channel. That was just, anyway, that's me going out there learning, trying to find him. We also got on something where we were finding fish in the back half of creeks, okay? Find them on rock, brush, okay? That's something that I think a lot of largemouth stay back there. If there's bait fish back there and stuff in the area, like if you go in the back of a creek and there's just no life, then they might not be back there. But these had bait fish, and those fish were around. It's something that the winter they do, and why not in the summer as well? So, like I said, baits. Now, on that other end of the lake, the clear water, they will still eat a jig and a worm in the grass, okay? I've caught them on that big oat worm, that old monster in the grass, on your points, secondary points prior. But that's something too that we can't forget on that end of the lake. Like I said, I don't have the luck and feel for the clear water. We didn't see any fish breaking. I saw some fish breaking earlier, but like my last 2 times in Washaw, I didn't see any fish breaking. I didn't catch any on top water. So that's probably happening somewhere, just not where I was, okay? Because I did hear a topwater bite was really good out there. Then it kind of just died. And that week it died, or that week it was good, is when I was fishing other lakes. So in the last 3 weeks, guys, I've been to Millwood, and then I went to another lake, South Arkansas, that I like. I'll start, you know, traveling and in the summer and fishing smaller lakes, because there's some really good lakes in Arkansas, and they're fun to fish in the summer. And so I got some of those coming up as well. And guys, if you're interested in one of those trips, just send me a message. I'm full right now, but I might be able to figure it out for you as well. But the Millwood trip was fun. We caught them flipping and punching, Easton Gray, and then Carter, just went blank on Carter's last name, 2 young high school anglers. We had a blast down there. And then I took Daniel Romine and Remington Porter. They wanted a trip with me. Took them and we had a fun lake, caught them on hair jigs, flutter spoons, and it was a blast on one of those lakes. We had a limit for 27 pounds on their day. And I went back and caught them on a big crankbait and had like 18 and a half or 4, and we lost a couple on as well. They just didn't bite as good for us that day. But this month I'm looking forward to some fun fishing that our lakes in Arkansas do provide, guys. So thank you very much. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and guys, we'll see you on the next video.